I was having this conversation with my sacred rebels, but I wanted to come out here in my personal feed um, and just share maybe a little snippet of the conversation of when strength and courage seems to fail us. I don't know about, I've been seeing the conversation out there in the world right now, but I've been feeling it very deeply within myself. And that conversation around what are we feeling like we're failing at what we're trying to accomplish in life, feeling like no matter how courageous we've been or how strong we think we are or how powerful we think we are, there is a need, or at least I've been feeling it. Let me speak from me. I won't put anything on you. Over the last many weeks, over the last many weeks, at least 6 to 8, I've been struggling with my own strength, courage, and power. I've been struggling with the fact that as aligned as I try to be, as compassionate and open as I try to be, as much as I try to stand in leadership and offer hope and be supportive to the people and the sacred rebels that I have out there in the world, um, I have felt tired, super tired and exhausted and unsure and I won't say confused, but a little muddled. There's some chaos going on over here. There's some questions and not necessarily a lot of answers going on. And as I've been having conversations with my higher power and trying to understand what is me feeling inspired and what is not inspiration, what is just, grasping at straws for answers, it is soup. Can I say it that way? It can be messy. It can feel super uncomfortable. And there can be a need, and there has been a need, and I've seen it not just in myself but in others, to kind of pull away from public spaces and to find some way to be quiet. In my own group, I challenged them last week to spend 5 minutes a day in total darkness. Like, go lock yourself in a closet, turn off all the sound, turn off all the lights, muffle everything as much as you can, and just spend 5 minutes. I don't even care if you meditate. This isn't a meditation thing. Just be with you for 5 minutes because we're so inundated with so many voices. It can be hard to be with us and it can be hard to hear us through all the other white noise. But what I really wanted to come talk to you about or share what I felt that I needed to share today is that in this process, I've been guided to certain things, and one of those has been to get in touch with an oracle deck called the Sacred Rebels Oracle Deck. And this is the guidebook from that oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. And I pulled a card today, a super amazing, incredible, powerful card called Trust the Process. I'm trying to get this so that it doesn't get the glare on it. But going backwards is weird. Anyway, trust the process. That's what this card is. Okay? Faith. Sorry, not faith. I'm not trust. Faith in the process. Okay? Having faith in the process. And I just want to share with you the opening paragraph from here in hopes that it can bring some peace to whatever chaos you've been experiencing. And it says this: no matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. That mattered to me because I consider myself a very courageous, powerful, and strong individual. I've worked hard to be courageous and to be strong and to choose into my power. And to feel like I felt over the last several weeks has felt almost like I was going backwards. I felt like a failure. So to have these words shared with me that it doesn't matter how powerful, how courageous, or how strong we are, there will be times in our lives when we need something greater than our own courage, strength, and power. She continues, at such times we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. I've had my own journey with faith, and I thought that I needed to leave the word faith behind with the religion of my childhood. I thought that in reaching for things that were more healthy for me, that perhaps faith was one of those things that needed to be left on the shelf or put in the toy box with the things of my past. And I appreciate this card today for the reminder to me that faith it doesn't belong to any one religion, and it doesn't belong to any one faith system or belief system. That faith is a power that precluded religion. Faith is a power that will last long after certain religions die. That faith is about the connection between me and my higher power, and my willingness and ability to trust that higher power has my back, even when it feels like I don't have anything left to give. So if that's been you, if you're feeling that right now, if you're feeling like you're at the edge of all of your resources, I encourage you to turn to your faith. Faith in yourself and your soul. Faith in the universe. Faith in the power of life. Faith in whatever higher power you worship. Trusting that whatever is to come, that you will be held, that you will be pulled along. When I first pulled this card, I thought that she was sitting on a pillow, a red pillow. And it was only when I placed this over on my nightstand that I realized that she was in a little red wagon. The little red wagon that our higher powers can pull us in. There's a whole personal story there, but I won't get into it. I don't want to take too much of your time. But I do want to share one last thing before I go. This was a quote in this guidebook. A lot of the times, Alana Fairchild will write as, this oracle comes with the guidance that blah, blah, blah. This is one of the few times she's written as though she's speaking in this particular deck, as though she's speaking for higher power, and she shares this message. And I heard it coming from my higher power. I hope you'll hear it coming from yours. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom, for I love you. Please let that sink in for a moment. Your higher power loves you, for I love you, and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Team, we are meant to be creators. We are designed to be powerful, to be courageous, to be strong, to be all of those things. We are designed for glories, for powers, and for creations that we may not even be able to understand at this moment in our existence. We are designed for joy. We are designed for fulfillment. We are meant to achieve and receive everything that we desire. And I just want to add my voice to that of your higher power, that there are resources available to us that we know not of, but that we are being guided into everything that is rightfully ours. We don't have to know it in order to receive it. We simply have to trust. Trust that our higher power is there. And on the days when we can't walk ourselves, that our higher power is going to put us in that little red wagon and pull us to the places that he or she or it wants us to go. So, faith in the process. I believe in you. Your higher power believes in you too. And whatever rest you need in this season, take it and trust that higher power will make up all the difference. I love you. I love you. I love you. Whatever you're experiencing, you are not alone. And I pray for all good things to come to you. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you on the interwebs.